In today's video, we're removing mold from underneath the kitchen sink and a bathroom sink, and we're about to get started right now. All right, so this couple just purchased this home. So the house is vacant, which makes the job a little bit easier. So directly behind me here, we have a wall that's been impacted, some water intrusion at the door there. When the home inspector and the mold inspector noted all these areas, they sent us the report. We provided them a cost, and we're going to start building our containments. As you can see, we've got our air scrubber going on here. You can see we removed the vanity. And look at what we have here, quite a bit of mold. So a lot of people think that green board is a mold resistant wall board, and you can clearly see that it's not here. So a lot of times what will happen is, in this particular case, the backsplash and the vanity were not properly sealed, especially on this side. And water, what happens is it cascades, and then it's just a breeding ground for mold to begin to grow like this. Here's that vanity right here that we removed. You could see pretty impacted on the back here. And like I said, that water was migrating down here because the caulking was compromised. As you could see, that the vanity also was growing mold on the surface of the exterior portion of the vanity. So look at this sink here, was hecho en Mexico. That means it says made in Mexico. De verdad? Seguro. So coming across here in the kitchen, the team is starting to build their critical barrier here using, again, 6 mil. Covered all of our vents here. And right here, you guys, kitchen sinks are big breeding ground for mold. You can see right here. When it comes to kitchen mold removal, it's imperative to find out what the leak source is. You know, you've got waste pipes. You have water pipes, but one of the biggest causes is this right here. So you can tell that they've previously tried to seal this off with silicone caulking, and you can tell that there's been a lot of water there. Even the new caulking is compromised, creating mold damage. But let me show you what happens. Right here, people are cleaning their sinks like this. Water begins to harbor back here like this, and then what happens, start getting leaks underneath the sink like this. So over time, you guys, a lot of people don't realize, but sometimes these slower leaks, these slow occurring leaks, cause more damage because a lot of times the soaps and everything is sort of hiding that back wall. So a lot of homeowners don't realize the amount of damage that's occurring back here. So today we're going to go ahead and cut out this back section of the wall. We're also going to cut out the bottom of this cabinet as well, because a lot of times if the mold is growing here and water has migrated underneath here, there's going to be a significant amount of mold. We want to make sure that we're going to pass the mold test to be able to provide our customer a mold certificate. And one of the advantages is we have our rapid mold removal agent, which is a phenomenal product to get rid of mold. So we'll be using this today with our aggressive spray nozzle. So in today's video, we'll be using our twin rapid mold removal agent. Also covered the appliances, the refrigerator, and we sealed off the door as well. Going to use our moisture reader here to see how much. Oh yeah, this back wall is highly impacted. Not so much on this side. We're good there. This side's the worst. So these little gadgets are really good to have around the house. You can get them for $20, $30. And if there's any suspect areas, a moisture reading device like this is always a great tool to have in the garage or your toolbox. You know, we often get asked the question, well, if I have surface mold like that, does that mean it's in the wall? Not necessarily. I mean, in this case right here, it really didn't impact the inside of this wall cavity at all. Yeah, you can see here, severe mold behind this wall cavity right here. So in this case, the wall definitely had to be removed. It was not just surface mold. So we're going to go ahead and take the insulation out of the wall cavity, bag and dispose. That angle stop, this angle stop was leaking, so we went ahead and put a supply line and looped it here, so that'll stop the drip. So it's a good little trick, you guys. If you ever have taken apart a vanity and one of the angle stops is leaking, just utilize the supply line and loop it like that. So you want to try to find a mold remediation company that can do it all. Mitigate the mold, find the leak, do the wall patching, put the cabinet back together, all in one call. So now that we've chalked out the line where we're going to cut, we're going to begin cutting and making the incision right now, bagging and disposing. This is why it's imperative, you guys, to take the bottom of the cabinet out. Look at how compromised that is. But look at what we found. Rodents have been nesting underneath the sink here. So there's an entry point from the crawl space right here. They can tell they've been chewing at the bottom as well. Look at that. So we're not only taking care of the mold, but we're going to be removing all of the rat droppings and sanitizing with our Twinzyme. All right, I'm going to do a water test because I think there could possibly be some water coming in. Here's the stucco here. This is where that vanity is. So I just want to double check and see if there's any water intrusion. So I'm going to have a team member run some water here, and I'm going to go back inside. All right, so I'm going to go inside and see if I'm getting any water inside that bathroom wall. There could have been two sources. And this is what's important about mold remediation, is finding out all of the moisture sources. You get rid of the moisture, mold will never grow or survive. All right, so he's running water on the outside. See if I can get some light in here. Not seeing anything yet. I do see some light here though, look at that. Oh yeah. A little bit of water. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is some water that's traveling. Let's change my light here, but look at the light outside. Yep, it's starting to come through right here at the bottom. See that water? Let me see if I can get light in there. Just a little drip right there. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. Look at the amount of water. This is what's imperative right here. Look at the amount of water coming in. So if we have a big rainstorm here, water's just going to intrude like this, causing more damage. And what we don't want is, we don't want customers to be spending money on mold remediation if, again, all the leaks aren't fixed. Look at that, just cascading down here. This is a massive leak right here. And again, this is right here next to the vanity. Yeah, you can see right here, this has been impacted because of that leak here. Let's go check that outside exterior wall again. Yeah, so look at this big crack here, guys. Right there's the issue right there. So we were running water on this exterior wall here. Look at that nail. So we have an actual stucco sure coat system. We obviously want to be able to seal this crack up here, but coat this entire stucco wall. That's a big find right there. I mean, could you imagine putting the drywall back after the mold remediation, you put a brand new vanity in, patch the wall, next rain event happens, back up to square one. So again, I can't stress enough how important it is to hire a company that's not only going to mitigate that mold, but to find the leak and fix the leak once and for all, because it's, again, it'll be a waste of money to mitigate all that, and then come time winter, when the rain comes back, you've got water intrusion. So really important. That's a big find right there. All right, you can see on the kitchen, we found where the backsplash was leaking. So water was getting in behind the kitchen sink and the backsplash, cascading down, causing that mold. And in this case here, we knew that we had the vanity top and the caulking. That was one leak source that caused the mold. And this is a pretty big area right here. So There you go, you guys. Really, really important to find those leak sources. Well, there you have it, folks. That's how to remediate mold. Find the leak, fix the leak, and all your mold issues will be gone for a very, very long time. Make sure you leave those comments. Love all of that feedback. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.